was a time of tradition, a time of values, a time.
People who are different, their time is coming.
Very own Link Larkin.
And I'm Motormouth Maybell, pitching rhythm your way.
Dancing on that show is my dream.
Save your personal life for the camera, sweetie. Oh, shiny.
You follow your own beat.
We get any more white people in here, this is gonna be a suburb.
The world will follow you. Hairspray.
This is America. You gotta think big to be big.
Big ain't the problem in this family, Wilbur.
The events take place in 1962 in Baltimore. A plump girl named Tracy Turnblad is getting ready for school in the early morning, putting hairspray. Instead of a hearty breakfast, Tracy takes a healthy apple. The girl is full of positivity and joy for the new day. She treats everyone around her with warmth and shares her love with all the people in the city. The bell rings for class. The teacher scolds the girl for her inappropriate hairstyle height, threatening to keep her after school if it happens again. Tracy is very bored at school. She can't wait for classes to end. Right after school, she rushes home with her friend Penny to watch the dance show of Corny Collins. It is the most popular show in America. Women in bright dresses dance passionately with their stylish partners, and Penny and Tracy repeat all the moves. Tracy's mother, Edna, asks the girls to lower the volume. In her opinion, this show is not useful and is a waste of time. Edna earns a living by washing and ironing laundry. When Prudy Pingleton, Penny's mother, came to their house, she was outraged. The woman strictly forbade her daughter from watching this show. Meanwhile, Velma Von Tussle, the choreographer of the Corny Collins show and the director of the TV channel, takes care of her daughter Amber's career in the dance group. Her dance partner is Link. Tracy and Penny adore Link, but they don't like Amber, who dances terribly. Penny is sad that Link, who is the most popular guy in school, doesn't notice her. The show organizers announced that there would be a casting for new dancers tomorrow. Tracy is sure that this is her chance, but the mother didn't share her enthusiasm. Edna told her daughter that she would inherit her laundry someday and continue their family business. This is not what Tracy dreams of. The father spoke up for her, but Edna was adamant. She is afraid that all these people will hurt their daughter, as a plump girl like Tracy is not created for television. Without listening to his wife, Wilbur told the daughter that she should follow her dream no matter what. The next day, Tracy and Penny went to the casting. When she saw Link, Tracy could barely contain her feelings. Velma rehearsed with the dance group, dreaming that her daughter would become the most popular dancer in America. Velma found it simply funny that Tracy was hoping to pass the casting. Her candidacy did not fit into the group consisting of slim and beautiful dancers. Velma told Tracy that she could go. Tracy as always was late for class, causing displeasure of the teacher. As punishment, Tracy was left after class. She was not the only one who was punished. Tracy felt awkward among the young people who were having fun. She really liked how a guy named Seaweed danced. He immediately understood that Tracy also had dancing potential. Despite their different skin color, the young people began to dance hotly. Soon Link and his friend noticed them. The guy suggested to the embarrassed Tracy to come to the dances organized by Corny Collins tomorrow. If he sees how she dances, he will definitely invite her to participate in the show. Tracy was over the moon with happiness. She not only had a chance to demonstrate her talents, but also to win the attention of her dream guy. Throughout the recess, Tracy did not take her eyes off the handsome Link. Tracy secretly keeps a photo of her beloved, fantasizing about how they will soon be a couple. The girl dreams of wearing a wedding dress and becoming Link's wife. He is one of those guys who pays a lot of attention to his appearance. And at the moment, Link is in a romantic relationship with Amber, which dampens Tracy's happy mood. However, the girl believes that everything will change soon. The next day, there was the party organized by Corny Collins. All the guests were dancing, having fun. Tracy and Penny also came. Overcoming her shyness, Tracy began to demonstrate her dancing abilities. The others quickly caught her rhythm and started dancing along, causing Amber's displeasure. Penny ran to the Turnblad family's house to show the parents on TV how their daughter shines on the show. Now Tracy was in the center of attention. the extra weight did not prevent her from performing complex dance moves. Velma was extremely outraged when Corny accepted Tracy into the dance group. On Saturday, there will be a competition in which Amber and Tracy will compete for the title of Miss Hairspray. The management was very unhappy with Corny's choice. They particularly disliked the fact that the show's host intended to unite white and black dancers into one dance group. Tracy became famous in her city. From now on, she attended rehearsals every day. The management changed their opinion about her because thanks to Tracy, their show's rating went up. Other girls started wearing the same hairstyle as Tracy. Velma was not willing to accept this. Tracy also became a celebrity at school. When her loyal friend Penny first saw Seaweed, they immediately developed a mutual attraction. Velma openly expressed her dissatisfaction that black people were being shown more frequently in their show due to Tracy and Corny's initiative. That evening, Edna received a call from the owner of a fashionable clothing store who wants Tracy to advertise their boutique. The mother and daughter were thrilled with this offer. Tracy suggested to the mother to become her official agent. However, Edna was too self-conscious about her weight and did not want to appear in public. But Tracy dispelled her mother's doubts, saying that being overweight should not be an obstacle to a bright and interesting life. According to Tracy, everyone is different, and that's wonderful. For the first time in a long time, Edna left the house. She was very excited because she hadn't shown herself to people in a long time. Edna and her daughter came to Mr. Pinky's boutique. Edna agreed to become her daughter's personal agent and began to address business issues. The store staff picked out a gorgeous plus-size dress for her. Now Edna feels completely different than before, and this instilled confidence in her. In their dresses, daughter and mother looked like TV stars. However, Edna is saddened by the fact that the husband has not complimented her once in 20 years. Velma and Amber enter the cafe. When Velma made an offensive joke, Edna couldn't hold back her tears, but Tracy comforted her. The next day at school, Amber openly mocked Tracy, so Link stood up for her. He stated that Amber was jealous because Tracy danced so well. As revenge, Amber set up the classmate in front of the teacher, so Link stood up for the girl again, winking at her. They were both left after school. Seaweed invited them to a party at his house. Despite the fact that the guy was black, Tracy, Link and Penny gladly agreed to go to him. Seeing Link in the wrong company, Amber was outraged. Seaweed introduced his new friends to his younger sister Inez, who also dreams of being on the show. The company went to Seaweed's house. Penny didn't even try to hide her sympathy for the guy anymore. Meanwhile, Amber in tears complained to the mother that Link traded her for the chubby girl and black friends. Velma promised her daughter that she would solve this problem. The party at Seaweed's house was in full swing. The guy's family was very excited about his new friends. At this time, Amber anonymously informed Tracy's mother where her daughter was spending the time. Link confessed to Tracy that he had not been so happy in a long time. Suddenly Edna arrived, intending to take her daughter away as soon as possible. However, when Mabel, Seaweed's mother, offered the woman a snack, she decided to stay. There was room for everyone in this house who loves dancing and music. Edna did not suspect that Velma had just visited her husband's store. She started openly flirting with Wilbur, while Mabel was forced to report the sad news. Velma intends to disband the black dance troupe. Tracy suggested holding a protest. Everyone supported this decision, but the mother is very worried about her daughter. Link also refused to participate, as his career is at stake. This broke Tracy's heart. At this point Velma went on the offensive, but Wilbur stubbornly resisted her charms. However, when Edna suddenly walked into the store, she decided that her husband and Velma were having a secret affair. At home, Edna cried bitterly, but the daughter does not believe that her father is capable of betrayal. At night, she came to him in the store to make sense of the situation. Wilbur said that Edna was the only woman he loved. Tracy believed him, realizing it was Velma's deceitful plan. Now she's determined to do everything to stop the oppression of people who don't look like the rest. Wilbur came to explain himself to his wife. Edna is very upset, feeling that Velma is better than her in everything. However, Wilbur was able to convince his wife that he didn't need anyone but her. In the morning, Edna, in a great mood after reconciling with her husband, discovered that her daughter was not in bed. Tracy joined the protest action, realizing that the consequences for her would be very serious. Perhaps she would never be able to dance on television again. Hundreds of people gathered in the streets of the city demanding an end to this oppression. The demonstration continued until late at night. Edna also joined, as she could not leave her daughter behind. Learning that a white girl was participating in the protest action, Velma immediately understood right away who she was. The police asked the crowd to disperse peacefully, but the protesters refused to leave. Tracy behaved insolently, so the officer ordered her arrest. However, the friends were not going to give Tracy up. The news was reporting on what was happening. Seeing her friend through the window, Penny got rid of the company of her strict mother on a false pretense. The parents felt powerless, worried about their daughter. Learning that the husband had paid bail for all those detained, Edna said she was proud of him. Meanwhile, Penny hid Tracy, who was being searched for by the police, in her house. However, Prudy was categorically against it, threatening to turn Tracy over to the police. On the doorstep of the Turnblad family's home, Link appeared, having heard what was being said in the news. He was very ashamed that he left Tracy in such a difficult hour. The strict mother punished Penny by locking her in the room. However, she should have left, as Seaweed climbed into the window, coming to free his beloved. They kissed. Link realizes that he's madly in love with Tracy. Penny ran away with Seaweed. The first thing they were going to do was to rescue Tracy. To avoid detection by the police, Tracy hid in the trunk. When the danger had passed, they arrived at the Seaweed family's home. Mabel was very grateful to Tracy for everything she had done for them. Mabel also advised her son and his new girlfriend to prepare for the misunderstanding and condemnation they would face from society. But the couple was not afraid of these trials. Tracy called the mother and asked her to come to the TV channel tomorrow. The next day, the Miss Hairspray Awards ceremony began. Velma was sure that her daughter would win. The Collins Roots shone on stage with their best dancers. Amber was paired with Link. The police were securely guarding the building, but Velma was confident that Tracy would not be stopped. It was time for the contestants to demonstrate their talents. Edna noticed that Velma had falsified the ballots. Meanwhile, the police noticed Tracy. Seaweed and his friends took advantage of this and infiltrated the building. It turned out that Wilbur had dressed up in his daughter's clothes and put on a wig to distract the police. The company locked all the doors from the inside, so the police had to ram it. Velma suspected that Tracy was hiding inside the hairspray moulage to get into the building. However, they were late. Tracy had already escaped from her hiding place and locked the doors leading behind the backstage. Thanks to the fake ballots, Amber was in the lead. When Corny was about to announce the winner, Tracy appeared on stage. She put the arrogant competitor in her place and performed her fiery dance. Refusing to be Amber's partner, Link joined Tracy's dance. They hugged in front of the whole audience. Everyone was shocked when Link invited Inez, Seaweed's sister, to the stage. Amber cried from humiliation, calling her mother. Velma managed to sneak backstage with the police. It was time to announce the winner. By unanimous decision of the audience, the new Miss Hairspray was Inez. This happened for the first time in the history of television. Velma told her daughter that this should not have happened because she had swapped the ballots. The woman had no idea that she was being filmed at that moment. The chief immediately fired her because she had tarnished the reputation of the television channel. Inez was crowned, and